Hi folks, the Filipina P here, and you might be wondering why we're all in the pool, but why not? It's a sunny day today, and instead of sitting on a couch somewhere, we decided to have a chat over here. So today, ladies, we're gonna be talking about how to date a Filipina. And are you guys ready to spill the beans?
Yes.
All right, so folks, I think you're gonna like this one. So folks, you might know Angel and Fritchie from my other videos. Today we have a new girl on our panel. Please welcome Lauren.
Hello, my name's Lauren.
All right, Lauren. So today's topic is about dating. So ladies, please define dating here in the Philippines because it might be different from the Western countries.
Well, for me, there are 3 types of dating.
Three types?
Yeah.
Okay, didn't know that.
Let's start with number 1. Number 1 is dating just for fun. Don't do that. Come on. We need to care about each other's feelings. You know, it's our youth, but we need to focus on love. Let's just cherish it. That's what the world needs. So yeah, don't just date for fun. Date because you love someone. You know, you love yourself. Then number 2 is dating to heal yourself. Come on, right?
wow.
Okay.
Sometimes we really do need to heal, but we can heal by ourselves. We don't need other people, be dependent on other people for us to heal. You know, we need to be ready when we love someone. We need to be healed first before we love someone, before we get in a relationship. And then number 3 is dating to marry, which I am currently into. And of course, the rest of us will love that as well. And of course, all the women, especially in the Philippines, dating to marry. Is there a number 4?
Well,
Is there a dating to scam?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe other girls do that. I mean, I'm not saying that everyone's an angel here, but definitely this one is. Okay, so do you guys want to be wined and dined? Like, do you want it to be the first date in an expensive restaurant, or is coffee okay with you guys?
Of course.
Yes, coffee is coffee.
Coffee?
I love coffee.
Okay, yeah, me too. Who do you think should pay during your first date? What are your
guy.
thoughts on, paying the bill?
Maybe it's the person who initiated.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
For me, I'll go with split because I want the guy to think that I'm caring as well. Like, oh, don't worry. I want it to be equal because I want to have that chance with him. I think guys like that. Comment below because we want to know.
Okay.
I mean, if a guy takes me out and he pays for everything, I want to say no.
Okay.
Let me at least help you because he would think oh, she's so sweet. That's plus points. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I grab that opportunity.
But what if he insists?
Well, then I'll let him and I'll make sure next time it's on me. It should be like that.
Give and take.
Give and take.
Okay.
How about you? Do you prefer the guy pays the bill?
For me, it depends on the situation because when you're on a date, a guy tries to impress you, and you also want to try. You also want to try to impress the guy. So the guy wants to pay the bill, and you also want to have the bill split into 2. So it really depends on the situation. But if the guy insists, and as Lauren says, he initiated it, then it would be fine. But it also would be fine for us girls to have the bill split into 2.
For sure, for the first date, I think it should be
goal.
established. Maybe if the date was really casual, a coffee date, then you buy your own coffee.
Yeah.
It just depends.
It depends.
It really depends.
So what about dating multiple people at the same time? Is it okay, or do you need to tell all the guys you date that it's not exclusive? Well, let's say you're being courted by a guy, and then what would you feel if that guy is courting other girls as well?
I think it's okay to see people at a friendly basis and everything, but if you really are serious and liking at one person, then make it
exclusive.
Make it exclusive. But sometimes they don't reciprocate.
Right.
So then it's okay. Then I have to keep my roster open. So
Okay. So as long as not this is exclusive and we're planning babies already, so you're open to seeing other people.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you be honest about it? Although thinking of it, going on a coffee with a guy, oh, by the way, before we talk about serious stuff, I'm also seeing other people. I think it's kind of awkward, right?
Yeah,
so I was
yes, I think I would be honest because I'm always honest, and if it comes up in that way, then if they ask oh, are you still seeing people are like, how serious are you, like, to start a relationship and everything like that, then you like give them your honest opinion.
How about you, Fritch? Is it okay to date multiple people? Like, what if the guy would say, "Yeah, I'm seeing other girls too." As a Filipino, would you be okay with that?
For me, it would be a no as a Filipina, because what I tried is like talking to multiple people, but it's not like the what we call dating. It's just like really talking, just some random talks, and then you will sense that the guy is interested.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, but it's
So you
not
date like one at a time, like getting to know this guy. If it doesn't work, then move on.
yeah, as what Angel said, there's like you date for fun. I like talking to people, but when I sense that this guy likes me and the other one likes me, who I like,
What if they
between
all
them,
like you?
it's between
Who you
among
choose?
them is
No,
what I really like.
No,
Have my
I
time.
agree. I think like what I mean with like the dating is
Yeah.
like really the talking stage. It's the
Yeah.
talking stage, not
Yeah.
dating. I think dating is like when it's really been a long time.
Yep.
Like
Right.
if it's been a long time and you're seeing that person and it's like they're the one you're really interested in, then like let go of like the other
Yeah.
guy guy
Yeah.
friends.
Lauren is right, because before dating there should be a talking stage.
Right, right. Before you guys decide that, sure, we can go on a date.
Oh, I actually have a question.
Sure.
So, Miss V, what do you think? How long should the talking stage be? What was it like for you?
Oh, well, actually, there's no time frame because you can, I know that there are people would say like, okay, let's talk for a couple of days, and sometimes you can just meet someone and then you feel like, I've known you for, all my life.
You cannot date a lot of people all at once because dating is a special thing, right? That's
Right.
cheating.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cheating.
cheat.
Don't date multiple people, but you can talk
Yeah.
to multiple people because may the best girl win, may the best woman win. You're still getting to know people. Who's the best in talking with me? Who's kinder? Who's understanding? And
Well, I've heard from my viewers that some of their girlfriends, they're mad at their boyfriends because they're just, they're watching my channel. So I don't understand that because they're like in a relationship, but it's kind of a,
they're watching because they want to treat you better.
I mean,
how to treat a
I
Filipino
know.
girl better.
I'm giving advice on how to make your relationship.
If you're a
Yes.
Filipina and then your boyfriend is trying to watch Miss P, that's because it's for you.
They don't want divided attention, I guess.
And that's why you need to get to know more each other so that you can build trust. Because if I'm the girl and my boyfriend is a foreigner and he's watching the Filipina P, I would appreciate that, because I would say that he is trying to know me better, because your contents are more on how to date a Filipina, what
exactly.
is like to date a Filipina. Not unless I see my boyfriend commenting on your video that
Like saying I love you.
you're so
Yeah,
cute. I
yeah,
want
that's
to
what's
be your
wrong.
boyfriend, and that's the time that I would be.
Yeah, like it's a no-no.
Yeah.
As a Filipina, do we follow the third date rule? Like on the third date, you're going to do the horizontal hula or the big bada boom, or like, being intimate, like physically intimate. Do we do that?
I didn't even know there was a rule. I didn't even know.
Even have no idea of the third date rule.
Okay, so if you guys are not familiar with the third date rule, so when exactly is it okay to sleep with someone? How many dates is it okay to sleep with someone?
I think it's the day where you know that he will not leave you.
For like a month or two. So when are you gonna? You're gonna
Probably like months.
Months.
Months for me. If I wanna have a serious relationship, really.
Yeah.
isuko ang bataan when we say that in the Philippines, because we are still pretty conservative in that manner. But how long would you say? I mean, do you follow the third date rule, or do you have rules or anything, Fritch?
No, actually, I don't have any idea of that.
Okay.
I just think it would be the right time if you two have to build a connection, build trust. And
Okay.
you can feel that there is a mutual understanding and feelings between the two of you. But for me, definitely not the first date.
Definitely not the first
Definitely.
date. How about second?
I don't know, maybe fifth or
Okay. Fifth. onwards.
Onward.
Fifth onwards for Fritchie.
I would like to debate that they should remove that rule, because what if like someone is pressured that it's a third date,
third
I'm
date?
gonna be pressured, or the
Yeah.
man will think like it's the third date, will be expecting, and
I
like
don't
that.
think that third date rule like should exist.
Yeah,
It doesn't
yeah.
make sense. Yeah.
So anyway, so yeah, guys, we don't really follow the third date rule here. For me, wait, scanning my memories. Wait lang. Yeah, I think it depends on, as long as it's not rushed, it's not pressured. Because guys here, sometimes, not all, they would trick their girlfriends into giving out their virginity to them. Because like, if you really love me, you have to,
Yes.
yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, high school, college.
Yeah.
Have you encountered that? I mean, your friends that been into that situation? Because I had at least 3 that they lost their virginity.
friends.
Yeah.
Friends.
They would be pressured to just do
Especially when it comes to cheating, like you're not gonna give me this, so that's why I went to another girl.
it. Right, and it's your
Exactly.
fault, and you're going to blame the girl because you didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't. We didn't do it. You didn't allow me to pop the cherry. Ladies, the Philippines is considered a Catholic country, so why would you sleep with someone before marriage? Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not promiscuous. It's just that sometimes it clashes. There's a lot of single moms here in the Philippines, and yet we're Catholic. It's a Catholic country. So how does that work with the dating scene? Do you think girls nowadays still believe in no sex before marriage?
I think that is depending on how religious a person can be. Because when I grew up, I was always told to give my virginity to my husband. And unfortunately, that did not happen. But but like that's because we eventually go to our own way, depending on what our lifestyle is and our experiences is. But we
Right.
have different morals. It's not. I'm a Catholic, but I'm not that religious. I have my own beliefs, and that is amazing that you waited until marriage, that you found this someone.
You're not a bad person if you had sex before marriage. That's
agree.
that's the bottom
Before
line.
before I forget as well, like this is one of the reasons why teenage pregnancy is just above the rates
And
now,
single
because
moms.
Yeah.
because of that concept, sex before marriage. Not a lot of people agree with that. Not a lot of people still consider that. So children, because of that, the sex education is lacking so much for our youth, and especially for young women. They do not know. They are shamed, and a lot of like young children right now don't know what protections are, where to get it, or they have proper access to it because of the shaming, they won't be able to buy it because of these rules that also doesn't make sense. I mean, like Dipo Prevera, the birth control. In the
Right.
Philippines, in the States, of course, you have freedom for that,
Contraceptives.
the contraceptives. But here in the Philippines, you're only allowed to have that either you have a child or you're married. So how about those children who just wants to be
I think
safe?
it's actually like 18.
18.
No, here,
Here,
despite being 18, you cannot get that.
Ladies, would you say that provincial Filipinos are more likely to wait until marriage? Like, women from remote areas, provinces, Mindanao or Samar area.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Also,
Yeah,
because
because-
as we can see, most of the Filipinas, mostly teenagers, being pregnant are mostly from
The province.
the provinces.
Yeah.
Not to look down, but these are the Filipinas that lack proper sex education.
Yeah.
Because instead of teaching your child to wait until marriage to have sex with people, you should teach them how to be open with contraceptives, how to normalize approaching these people and ask for the things that keeps you from becoming a young mom.
I totally agree, because remote areas, most of them, they have more kids than the people in the city, because aside from the fact that they don't have other things to do after dark, but they're most likely not all that educated when it comes to sex education, and some of them are very restrained or deprived. But kids, when you're a young adult, hormones, like especially guys, I mean, they're always thinking about sex like every single second, I guess. I mean, that's like the most of the women here are traditional, but I don't think they would wait.
It's very like rural, and so like the people around you and like maybe your village is like like only the people that you know. Like
Yeah.
sometimes you don't even know like what is out there and like how big the world can be and like how far you can go and like meet so many other different people. Like so sometimes their mindset can be like this is the life and like this is what I have to settle for, and you know they settle for maybe something just like right in their town, and then like if they start their life young and
Yeah,
you
they're
know,
like getting married. I hate to
what
say
to do.
this, but some of the parents they're just okay with it so that they can just let go of the kids and you're someone else's problem now, and sometimes they just marry their neighbors and the people inside the
Exactly.
community because they don't know that the world is bigger than the barangay they live in. I know that some Filipinos are very very uncomfortable with the topics of exes and body counts or the previous sexual relationships. Do you think it's important? How about you, Lauren?
Yeah, I think it. I don't know. Like I think like I wouldn't judge, but I would want to know and everything. And like I think it's just important if you're gonna get like sexual too, maybe take protection and like
Yeah.
get tested. You know, like you wouldn't want to be caught up with any like lifelong like maybe like HIVs
Yeah,
or
HIV.
anything.
To be honest, I've met a lot of people in the Philippines that for them 3 is a lot.
Yeah.
3 is a lot, and 4 is like the maximum for other
Okay.
people. Like 3 is really a lot. So I'm like, for me, 3, it's not a lot, depending on how many years you've been alive in this
Right,
world.
exactly.
Telling me a 50-year-old has 3 body counts, and then that's too much. Okay.
Well, how about you? Do you think it's important if your boyfriend asks you? Would you be okay telling him your body count?
Yeah, I would think it would be an important thing because when you are serious with someone, you should be open and you should not be afraid being judged, because if you are confident that that guy really loves you, then he would accept you for who you are. Your present self, and even your past.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the sweetest thing I've ever heard.
I know. Well, I don't suppose you ladies wanna, tell your real body count.
I said 0.
Okay, so remember, guys, when it comes to women, just times 3, or
Yeah.
4 for a Filipino. Well, I think my body count is about. Okay, you guys know I usually save the adult questions for the end of this video. If you need to get the kids out of the room, now is the time. So, I get this question a lot, ladies. How do Filipinas feel about giving or receiving oral gratification? How about you, Angel?
It should be a priority.
Do you think we Filipinos give it too, or do we like receiving it?
We really love receiving, but it's not prioritized for us to be received. Like, not a lot of guys like to give. I think it should be a give and take for both the male and the female. Like, like before you start the heat up, try to both do it to each other, not just one. 'Cause
Yeah.
Filipinos love that. Filipinos love discovering things.
Oh, I have this friend in college. She doesn't like it. She doesn't like receiving. She likes giving. She doesn't like receiving because for her, in her head, that's dirty. So I think like, what? I'm a pleaser. I always make sure that my man is happy.
Yes.
Because when my man is happy, me is happy.
Yes.
So that's for my, for me. How about you,
I'd
Fritz?
go with that. I'm a pleaser.
Yeah. Oh,
Not
I'm a
really.
pleaser.
Yeah, I'm a pleaser as well.
How about
But
you,
I think
Lauren?
I've been a pleaser too much.
Okay.
Too much.
Yeah, I want to be pleased.
You want to be pleased? Okay.
Sure.
Nothing wrong with being pleased. Okay,
But
so
definitely, yeah,
I
equal.
wanna be
Always
pleased again.
consent. If you want to be like, be open, like to say what you want. and
right.
everything.
So, do we locals, do it much? Do you think it's a normal thing? I know for women like us who are more, open-minded in that scenario. Do you think an average person, do they do it a lot? Because I know for an older generation, they don't do that much. I have one of my aunts said that she doesn't know how to do it, and her husband wants to do it. It's just that she was so surprised because she was raised very, very conservatively. Do you think in this age and in this day and age, do you think locals do that more? Because obviously there are a lot of ways to learn to do that now.
Yeah,
More prevalent.
especially in like the modern world where you can have access to porn. I
Yeah.
guess.
It's
Yeah.
part of the ritual.
It's part of the ritual now? Okay. Yeah, I would say so. I think younger generation, I think that's
So we're getting more open-minded.
okay.
The women should be compensated with like a gift or something.
Compensated.
We have to be compensated.
You know, like
Equal
something.
pay. Equal
Yeah,
pay.
equal.
Equal pay.
If you think about it, I'm kind of like a pirate, helping you navigate the tricky waters of Filipino culture and dating, and telling you how to find your first mate. Are you gonna listen to just anyone, or trust your Captain P to lead you to the booty? And you best be hitting that like button, subscribing to me channel, and hitting that notification bell, or I'll shiver your timbers and cut off your jib. And while we be sailing, why not feast your eyes on me other videos too? And yes, I'm a real pirate. I've got the sunken chest to prove it.